Hey, it's Kim Marie. I'm in New Jersey today, and I am here for a wedding. I'm really excited. But before the weekend starts, I want to talk about what three ingredients are so key for going from breakdown to breakthrough. The main three things are to have the courage, right? To have the courage to be willing to step out and do something you've never done before. That's huge, right? It's tapping in and being willing to put down what we think we know in order to expand and find out what's in our blind spot. What are we being led to learn? The second thing is making a commitment. That is really one of the biggest, well, they're all three are equal, I would say. Making a commitment to growing, making a commitment to that change. Because if we put one toe in the water, or if we put one foot in the water, I promise you it is not, oh, we got garbage men coming. I promise you that it is not going to give you a breakthrough, because it takes some strength. It doesn't take, you don't have to move a mountain. It will move with you as long as you are committed to taking steps every day. And the third thing is consistency. This one I want to really describe, because there have been times where I was in my personal growth and I felt called to do meditation, or I felt called to do yoga. And I thought, all right, well, I'll try it. I don't really know what it is. I mean, this is way back when, in the 90s. And I would do a yoga class and be like, okay, I'm a fitness instructor. I don't understand. I did this pose and then I did that pose and then I did that pose, and I didn't really get exhausted or sweaty, or I don't understand, right? So it took me to understand connecting the breath. It took me to understand being present. It took me to understand leaning into where my body is resisting and where I am tight and where I can be more flexible, right? So it was a process for me. The same with meditation. Okay, do I sit there? How do I get my mind to turn off? How do I, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to breathe? I can't get it to shut up. These are all the things that come up, right? And the bottom line is, meditation isn't about shutting your mind off completely. It's not going to, right? It's part of you, but we can lull it. We can get present. We can get present with those thoughts that come through and not get fed, not follow the thought. We can just watch it go through and stay in present, being more of an observer. That's really what meditation is about. And then there's people that go and they do these workshops and they have these breakthroughs. They get a realization that is just mind-blowing, and it shifts the way they can move forward in life. And that's amazing. But what happens is, if they've only done a workshop and they're not continuing on that journey doing that work, then the person can be kind of ripped open and not know what to do next. So what happens next time? They struggle. I mean, there's no magic pill that you do one meditation or one workshop and then your whole life just magically changes and never goes back to challenging you, especially in the areas where we go back to default, where we panic, right? That's part of our spiritual journey. That's part of building muscles. So the consistency comes when you pick a thing that works for you. If it's working with a coach, like I used to do private sessions all the time, one session, and then they would leave, they'd have this great breakthrough, and then wonder why life went back to business as usual. It went back to their old life. My life goes back to my old life too when I stop doing the practices. My life gets difficult when I'm not doing these tools that I've developed the program, but practice every day. If I don't, things start to have a different appearance and they don't feel as good. That's just the way it is. So consistency is key, and picking a thing. Because a lot of times people think they're synonymous. Okay, well, I went to her Now I'm going to go to another coach, or I'm going to go get hypnotherapy, or I'm going to go on a plant medicine journey, right? And it's like they're not all synonymous and they don't all work together. Or even going to therapists, and picking this one and then that one and thinking that they're all working together on the same goal, doing the same thing. They may have the goal that they want to help you, but they don't usually speak the same language and work together. A lot of times they don't. It would be better to pick one and then really lean into it, really commit to that thing and give it a fair chance and really give all of yourself to it and try it out. That's why I developed my online program, because it made me sad to know that people would struggle after they leave and then feel like they needed to go figure it out for themselves again or go find it somewhere else, when I could set them up to win by having, modules. I have a 30 module program. I have consistent action steps. And then when you work with me, what you're going to get is the deeper, okay, this is the fine tuning. This is where you're getting in your way. This is the one piece that you need to course correct, that you're a little off on the theory because you haven't done it. This is a new concept. So it really is key to when you do get the courage to lean in and be vulnerable, whether it is a workshop, whether it is a coach or a therapist or yoga practice or a meditation practice, whatever it is, if you get the courage to lean in and want to make change, then commit to it. Commit to the change and commit to the first modality that really touches your heart and and makes a shift. Commit to that thing. Whether, like I said, whatever it is, if it's a coach, whether it's a meditation practice, just do it consistently. Commit for at least 30 or 40 days. Then decide if it works. Take note to where you are when you began. Take note to what you learned. What I do with clients is, where are you from 1 to 10? And then after our session, where are you from 1 to 10? And it's a dramatic shift. So if it is a dramatic shift, then why would you go back into your old self-sabotage mindset and go, oh, okay, well, you know what, more is better. So now let me go try this thing. Because, this worked, so that healed me. And now let me go try that, and then the next time you try this and you go, well, I'm still anxious, that didn't work. But that's not the way it works. It just isn't. It just isn't. That's not the way life is. Life is a practice. Life is a journey. And it's about unfolding. It's about opening up to that journey. It's about learning more about ourselves. It's about being kind. It's about being present. And it is about, a structure. There's got to be some structure. There has to be some container that you're putting yourself in that allows you to feel safe and supported. So that is my passionate message for the day. You have an amazing weekend. I will be share more, and remember, courage, commitment, consistency. I'd love to chat with you about it. So private message me or check out my website, bravebreakthroughs.com. Mwah.